MrBeast's girlfriend alleges that only half of the accusations against MrBeast are true. That is still pretty damning whatever against MrBeast, all the allegations that have been placed against him and his team lately. It's not really a good look. We must be at the point of seeing this whole MrBeast fad just fail.
MrBeast is in trouble, and people are saying his girlfriend accidentally just made it worse after she revealed in the comment section of one of her YouTube videos responding to someone that half the things that are being said about him were not true, which obviously insinuates that the other half definitely might be, which are leading tons of people on social media to speculate which of these accusations against MrBeast are true, since some of them are very serious allegations, from knowingly hiring a registered offender to allegations of extremely unsafe working conditions and many more. Rosanna Pansino has been one of the creators that have been super vocal about MrBeast's working conditions.
Hey guys, so I'm sure most of you have seen that there's been a lot of news coming out about MrBeast, Jimmy Donaldson, some of his employees, and his, in my opinion, terrible business practices, some of which I've seen honestly may be illegal. There are a lot of really good videos about this topic,
but people are finding the timing of MrBeast's current girlfriend Thea speaking out to be interesting, as her response comes right after MrBeast's ex-girlfriend Maddie Spadell seemingly took shots at him over on Instagram, seemingly calling him a weirdo and even tagging YouTube to take action against certain people that they're putting on the trending page. Yeah, we sure know who this is about. MrBeast's girlfriend might have just made things worse while trying to defend him. Lately, MrBeast has been under fire from YouTubers and the streaming community, and it all kicked off when fans started questioning if he knew about Ava Tyson's shady behavior while they were working together. Being like, if they were that close all throughout these years, hanging out in the same Discord servers, how could he not have known? Things escalated though when a former employee named Dogpack404 on YouTube dropped some bombshell video essays on YouTube claiming MrBeast's challenges were rigged, that his giveaways were illegal, and even said that he lied about the healthiness of his chocolate bars. He published a second video where he platformed another former employee of MrBeast, Jake Weddle, and talked about how he basically endured torture for a challenge just to get a scene for one of his viral videos, mentioning being in a solitary confinement in a room with lights on for hours on end, and everyone was just comparing it to psychological torture and sleep deprivation. Then the heat completely turned up when MrBeast was accused of knowingly hiring a registered S offender for multiple videos aimed at kids, his primary audience. As the accusations piled up, people noticed MrBeast was apparently deleting comments on his videos, the most recent ones, and he was getting called out for doing some serious damage control. This made him look even more suspicious to the public eye, especially when rumors started flying that he was trying to silence the ex-employee with lawsuits. But that didn't stop other employees from coming forward with more dirt. As more controversies unfolded, people started to bring Thea Booysen, MrBeast's girlfriend, into the picture, and this can be seen under the comments of her recent YouTube videos. Thea ended up responding to a comment where someone said, "As a fellow South African and an admirer of your intelligence and good nature, please get away from the beast as soon as you can." And in response, Thea wrote, "I appreciate the message. There is so much that is not being said. I wish I could talk more about the situation. Half the things that are said are not true. I wouldn't be with him if they were. It's so important to me to be a good person. Hopefully things will be fixed soon, but for now I'm focusing on my studies and trying to stay away from everything." Now, people fixated on this particular part where she said half the things that are said aren't true, being like, half, so does that mean the other half are true? This naturally got the community buzzing about which accusations were legit and which weren't. It could have just been a slip of the tongue, especially if English isn't her first language, since she isn't from the States like MrBeast is, but it definitely didn't make MrBeast look good. I mean, when someone close to him, like his girlfriend, says half the things are true, you can bet this is definitely going to raise some eyebrows within the community. A little while back in an interview, Thea also emphasized knowing the real Jimmy and not just MrBeast, like he's known on social media, while she was talking about her relationship dynamic in the public eye.
The whole going out with MrBeast thing was super anxiety provoking because obviously it's not a gradual thing. You'd get comments saying like, she's gonna break his heart, she's gonna be a gold digger. I don't take it personally at all. Like, it's so irrelevant. Like, we'll be sitting on the couch couch watching an anime. We're just having such a nice time, and then you see a message and it's like, it has no effect on you.
Yeah.
And you know they don't know you. And the thing is, people know MrBeast, but I know Jimmy. It doesn't bother us at the slightest.
Now here's where things get a little bit petty, it seems. Prior to Tia speaking out, MrBeast's ex-girlfriend, Maddie, had turned to social media with a string of cryptic posts that were most likely aimed at Jimmy. Despite Maddie not explicitly identifying MrBeast in her post, there were several takeaways described. People put two and two together, especially considering the timing of her speaking out. I mean, no one has really ever heard of her since, so it was interesting that she made two posts regarding this and even tagged YouTube in her second one. In a post on her Instagram, she made this post writing, "I've spent years being quiet, never acknowledging that time in my life, just quickly cheering on those who I saw mistreated. I don't want drama, I don't want anything, I just want to speak up for my 19-year-old self. 19 to 21 are formative years, and as a young woman, it impacted the way I saw myself, the way I interpreted my future, and how I trusted men. There was no user manual, there was no instructions on how to deal with gaining a following quickly, no cheat sheet on dating someone famous. I did the best I could, but it was not okay. Months of therapy, so many journal entries, long talks with my mom. Why do I still feel like it was all for nothing? I believe I should be used as a cautionary tale. If something is too good to be true, it probably is. How he treats other women will ultimately be how he treats you. You are smart, beautiful, and capable of a career, life, and relationship you are proud of. I do not aim to take anyone down, just simply and explicitly tell you that there are scary people out there. People will hurt you, use you, spit you out, and then tell you it's your fault. It's all of our jobs to protect our friends, our moms, our wives, our sisters, our daughters, ourselves from people like that. If you see something not cool, speak up." Maddie followed this with another post directly tagging YouTube this time, writing, "At YouTube, you need to reevaluate who you're putting on the trending page." And after all these posts, it was reported that Maddie jumped on X as well with a follow-up, seemingly clapping back at the critics who said that her comments were too vague. She said, "3 years away from that weirdo. My skin is clear, my relationships and friendships are flourishing, I'm frolicking in a field." So that was the final and big takeaway to a lot of people, that she was referring to MrBeast for all of this. But again, it's interesting the timing of Tia speaking out as well. Let me know what you guys think about what she had to say. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.